Hello and welcome back to the shit show I call a channel, and welcome back to Corpse Factory. I got yet another comment from Angelo saying that if I do longer videos, it's gonna take maybe like 4 or 5. I don't know. I don't have the comment on me right now. And if it's like, if it's shorter videos, it's gonna be 4 to 5. If it's longer videos, it's gonna be like 2 to 3, something like that. I don't know. But we're almost there. Almost. This is the 16th one. 16th. The last episode was like, I don't know, maybe like 45 minutes. I'm gonna do maybe about an hour. I'm gonna try to do maybe about an hour of this. And if I don't get there, then, you know, that's that. But it is currently 3:21 p.m. and we're gonna try to get an hour, so I'm gonna try to record for maybe, I don't know, about 4:30, because if I do some cutouts, then it'll be roughly about an hour. But we are going to continue. We left off with Noriko going to tell Kojiro, like, hey, you gotta go get this information out of Junpei, and once you get it out of him, you kill him. And Noriko had the audacity to say if Aoi interfered again, like the last time Kojiro had that little interaction with Junpei, to kill Aoi too. And I'm like, what the fuck, Noriko? And now we're gonna go find Junpei. That's where we're going. And apparently if we do this right, Noriko will get with Kojiro. That dude is so fucking desperate. Like, oh my god, desperate. Okay. This is where we left off. You know, I may have accidentally clicked and another line of text popped up, but whatever, it's okay. But we're back, and we're gonna be finishing this soon. It's the same stakeout as last time. Junpei Matsumoto, in his infinite wisdom, posted on Noise about visiting the maid cafe today. Right, because Junpei's also, you know, a little creep. Don't know why he doesn't set his profile to private. Especially after I followed him home last time. Yeah, I'd probably do the same. But I won't be following him again today. I'll confront him inside the maid cafe, a place where Aoi is unlikely to be since she quit the job a while ago. And yes, I am so proud of Aoi for doing that, because she literally had some fucking freak following her there. Not following, but he'd go there like all the time. And wasn't it a member of like her family, and that's why she didn't want to say anything about it? And plus her boss is like rude as fuck. Just whatever. I'm glad Aoi's not there anymore. Although, did she really quit? I hope so. If memory serves, she was dressed as a maid last time I encountered her. It's not that I have qualms about killing her. In fact, I'm not even bothered that Noriko was okay with offering her death. What? I'm just thinking about the future. When Noriko and I marry, oh my god, we'll want friends and family to attend the wedding. Noriko will need bridesmaids, a maid of honor. Aoi will be the perfect one of those roles. So you're only keeping her around because you want her to be there for your Noriko's wedding? What the fuck is wrong with this guy? By sparing her life now, I can kick off my new life with Noriko on a high note. I'm aware other people will be present in the cafe. I've no intention of hurting them. I'll force as many as possible to evacuate, or I'll corner Junpei somewhere private. The dog himself arrives as I'm playing through possible scenarios in my head. He waltzes through the front door, completely oblivious to my presence across the street. I'll give him some time. Let him get comfortable, lower his guard. The weight of the blade inside my pocket is unfamiliar! Oh god! Not like it's so heavy that it'll restrict my movement, just feels strange. Figured it was better not to tackle this unharmed. It's an emergency measure. After 20 minutes, I approach the maid cafe's entrance. Have we ever been in here before? I don't think we have. Oh my god, it's so cute! I love it. I don't know about you, Kojiro. You know, not a lot of guys like this kind of stuff. I mean, some do. I'm saying majority. Not all for the pink. There was this one time I made a drawing, and it was like all of pink and stuff because I wanted to test out color. And my dad was like, I don't really like all the pink. I'm just like, that's okay. He's like, I like the drawing though. I was like, thank you. No, whatever. But I like it. This looks nice. I like this. Not a fan of the atmosphere. Too flashy for me. Prefer somewhere more simple, laid back. Like your apartment? Junpei has a table near the far wall, alone. Not that I expected any different. A blonde maid trots over to refill his drink. He nods politely but doesn't say a word. Okay, so maybe it's not Aoi. Hasn't seen me come in yet. Someone asks if I want a table. I don't respond. Someone else chimes in, saying about paying the cover charge. I don't know. My attention is on the dog. No one attempts to hold me back as I march toward my prey. Oh god, he finally sees me, but I'm 5 steps away and it's too late.
What the?
Oh god, we haven't seen you in a while! Oh my god. Yeah. What's up, Junpei? What's up?
Long time.
Yeah, you think?
Crazy, man. Get away from me.
I don't think he... Yeah, Kojiro definitely is going to. Looking at him close, he doesn't seem too worse for wear, considering our last encounter. I start to wonder if I went too easy on him. Well, you're planning to literally kill the guy, so, you know.
Can I sit here?
He ain't gonna let
Hell
you.
no! Get out of here! Thanks.
he doesn't care. I pull up a chair and sit directly across from him. Let's take a drink. The blonde maid from before offers me a menu. Then she gasps and I hear something shatter on the floor. She dropped a cup, probably.
It's you!
It is Aoi! Of course it's Aoi! No, that means... Oh, fuck, that means he has to kill her. Oh my god. Aoi! 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 I'm so sorry. I'm not with these guys. I'm just me. I'm just playing as Kojiro. Strange. Aoi didn't quit her job after all. Did she lie to Noriko? Did Noriko lie to me? I'm 90% sure it's her anyway.
Stay back, baby. I got this.
Oh my god, I still cannot believe y'all are together. Yep, it's her.
Thought you quit.
Huh?
I thought you quit this job.
What? How would you know that?
I realize that I shouldn't spill any details on my relationship with Noriko.
Forget it.
Cause she ain't gonna forget that.
No. You think you're hot stuff, right? Tailing me, beating me up. And now you're digging into my girl's business?
It's not that he wants to. He got his eye on some other girl.
The fuck is wrong with you, man? Excuse me for a second.
I stand up slightly and lean over the table. Oh shit. Ah! Bro, there are other people in the shop! And Junpei recoils as my fist pummels his nose. Music, change. God, we just fucking started. I'm not kidding. It's been 7 minutes. It has been 7 goddamn minutes. Oh my god.
Sorry, I have to do it.
I'm sorry, bro. I sit back down and wipe my bloody knuckles with a napkin. Junpei clutches his face and sobs. Aoi is visibly shaking, standing next to her dog, unsure how to react. By some miracle, I don't think anyone else around witnessed the punch. How the fuck does nobody... Is he not screaming and crying in pain? For the best. Means we could get done business without interruption.
Some questions for you. You broke my nose!
Yeah, you think?
Shh. Haven't asked my question yet.
Aoi somehow gathers the courage to flee. I don't watch her leave, but I get the sense she's gone to fetch help.
What do you know about the robbery of the hospital morgue? What are you talking about? No, not the answer I wanted.
Junpei makes the mistakes of possessing fingers. I jam a steel fork out of the back of his thumb and put it to the wooden table. Oh my god!
You're going to give me the answers I want.
What? Okay, what if Junpei genuinely doesn't know? What if he doesn't? I'm not saying that he does, because he probably does know, but what if he doesn't?
Am I clear?
Yes.
You're psycho. No.
Okay, I know we're in the heat of the moment right now, but whoever the fuck voice acted Junpei is a god, because oh my lord, they are really good at voice acting.
For my next question, how did you find out about my involvement with Corpse Girl?
It seems that Junpei is carefully weighing his response for the first time. Instead of outright defiance, he wisely chooses to grant me a satisfactory answer.
It wasn't hard, man. You're not the most stealthy dude around, you know? Explain.
Ooh, and that blonde gal girl, Tomoe Watanabe? You're not cautious enough.
So, he knows Tomoe's identity and her involvement. This hound is truly a liability. Oh god.
It's not hard to tell you when you drive that hunk of shit van around town, dropping dead bodies off to corpse girls' targets.
He knows a lot. Way too much. How far does his knowledge extend?
I see. My next question, then. Do you know Corpse Girl's identity?
I think the real question is, do you?
Don't get smart with Kojiro! He'll fucking break another rib of yours. Cause didn't he do that the one to break his rib? I consider his words. Do I know Corpse Girl's identity? Beginning to doubt that. Had he asked me a week or two ago, I would have thought of Noriko immediately. Now, the way that Noriko has been referring to Corpse Girl, I'm not so certain. But I won't let this wounded mutt have the upper hand. I won't let him pry open gaps in my defense.
Wrong answer.
Sure. The only other piece of cutlery at hand is a metal spoon. Oh no! I drive the slightly pointed rear end of it into the pointer finger of Junpei's already injured hand. Oh my god.
Corpse Girl's identity?
Fine.
He actually sounds kind of okay.
Noriko Kurosawa.
Yeah, sure. Interesting.
I see.
A hesitant tap on my shoulder from behind me causes me to turn.
Leave him alone.
Owie, you're defending a fucking creep. Owie has somehow gathered a half-dozen other bystanders that are glaring at me, fist clenched, ready to try and forcibly remove me from the premises. Oh
We're
god.
not done here. Come back later.
He's so... Is there even a word to describe Kojiro? I don't think there is.
Let my Jinpei go. Stop hurting him.
Owie. For an outworldly meek girl, Owie has more courage than I expected. I stand up and stretch my neck. I'm not looking for a fight with a bunch of cafe patrons. Heaving a sigh, I dip my hand in my pocket and withdraw the knife. Oh my god! Flashing it in front of the mob says more than my words ever could. They all back off, a few letting out snivels of despair. Owie, either out of bravery or fear, holds her ground. A single watery tear welling in her left eye discloses her true feelings.
Leave. Everyone. Now.
Doesn't take more than this animalistic, primitive command to convince the crowd to disperse and rush for the door. Owie is amongst the fleeing throng, and she mouths the word sorry as she catches Junpei's eye. Satisfied that we will not be interrupted further, I return my attention to Junpei. He sounds vocally.
Kill me, man.
He's... well...
Do whatever you want, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm begging you. I've got my whole life ahead of me.
Well... okay.
Relax.
Relax!
Only one more question for you.
What? What is it?
Who runs the human removal service? Who is the Herald?
I'm being completely honest with you, man.
Does he actually
I
not know?
don't know who he is.
Does Junpei genuinely not know?
He wears this creepy ass mask and never speaks.
Can't quite tell if the dog is being sincere or lying through his teeth.
I need more than that. Who would know his identity?
Shit.
Shit!
Look, man. The human removal service. It's only the two of us.
What? I'm sorry, but the human removal service is only you and the Herald. But you don't even know who the Herald is? Do you guys, like, write on paper? Do y'all text each other? How the fuck do y'all interact? What?
Me and the Herald. He recruited me online, you know? He makes me do his legwork. So, if I don't know who he is, no one does. Except him, of course.
Not good enough. You know damn well once Kojiro says anything like that, somebody is getting stabbed, they're getting their wrist broken, they're getting their nose broken, they're getting their teeth knocked out, or just bones are breaking. Not the answer I'm looking for. I lean over the table once more, keeping my knife clearly within the dog's vision.
Not happy with that answer. Pick a finger.
Ah!
Shit, no, dude, seriously. Ask me a different question. Please, please.
This is intense. Oh! Oh! Whoa! 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 What are you doing here? A voice I didn't expect to hear rings out from behind me.
Where I go?
Enough.
Why are you here?
I overheard everything. It's enough information to use.
Is it?
Noriko strides forward. It's a little unnerving seeing her in the real world away from the factory. She's been cooped up there for so long. Her pale skin looks almost otherworldly beneath the cafe's gaudy lights. For whatever reason, she's wearing her best clothes. They're almost clean, as though she recently did her own laundry. Actually, her clothes do look really nice. You don't deserve that compliment. She walks with purpose, one foot in front of the other, but her gait is unsteady and she is visibly trembling. At the end of her path, she rests her palms against Junpei's table and takes a calming breath.
You stole the corpses from the morgue.
No.
Yes.
Noriko doesn't admit a beat as she flashes her phone at Junpei. I can't see what's displayed on the screen, but the dog hangs his head almost immediately.
It was me.
Oh, wait. What made him admit No! Nah, because you can't just show somebody something and it makes them admit something that they did and you don't let us know. Noriko pockets her phone. She tosses a small bundle of bandages onto the table. Bandages? Junpei hastily grabs the offering with his
Get
good
out of
hand.
here. Get Aoi to bandage you up. And not a word of this to the police.
Yes.
With a great deal of effort and a grimace, Junpei plucks the cutlery from his pierced hand and yelps. Not daring to remain in my presence any longer, he bolts towards the door.
We're just letting him go?
Yes.
You said to kill the son of a gun.
Don't understand.
You don't need to.
I'm kind of working with you, so I kind of want to. Don't like that. Don't feel comfortable not knowing what's going on. Me too.
What did you show him on your phone?
Leave it, Kojiro.
Bitch!
Put the knife away. You're leaving.
I obey her orders, returning the knife to my pocket. I follow her unsteady lead, and we exit the empty maid cafe. What the fuck is going on? Noriko gasps unhealthily as she quickly consumes her weight in water. With a loud swallow, she brings her sleeve to her lips and wipes her mouth dry. The empty water bottle chatters against the concrete, and Noriko's gaze returns to me.
That's a bit better.
What the hell? The visit to the maid cafe got the better of her. She spent too much energy intervening with the confrontation. But her motives for doing so remain unclear.
Fill me in.
There's no need to kill Junpei.
Why? This is God.
Why? He knows everything.
Oh my God.
Knows me, knows Tomoe. He knows you.
Noriko hesitates, but she doesn't flinch at the revelation. Something tells me she already knew this much.
Junpei Matsumoto will be dead by sunrise.
Will he? Huh? He's like, oh my God.
I made a request, Kojiro.
A request? The first thought that jumps out at me is that she requested for Corpse Girl to kill Junpei Matsumoto. Oh my god. But that's a ridiculous notion, isn't it?
I see. I don't think Corpse Girl can take care of him. He knows her whole operation.
Noriko's raised eyebrow conveys her confusion.
What? No. I didn't make a request through Corpse Girl's website. What would be the point of that?
I shrug because I truly don't know what else she could have meant.
I used the other website.
Are you talking about the human removal service? Because if you did, then that's just confusing. But what other website?
The human removal service.
What? Yeah, but how's that gonna work?
I made a request for the death of Junpei Matsumoto.
Oh! But again, what good would that do? Junpei is an accomplice. If his colleague, the vulnerable, supposedly immortal Herald, receives a request to kill him, it will simply be ignored. Unless... a startling realization dawns on me.
Shit, of course. Why didn't I suggest that?
I'm not understanding. What do you mean? A haunting smirk is inscribed across Noriko's features. She knows that I've finally drawn the same conclusion. Of what?
The Herald is ambitious. His convictions are strong. Absolute. Just like mine. Like Corpse Girl's.
Corpse Girl's convictions, huh?
I'm still so confused.
Corpse Girl would never reject a request.
Yep.
That's right. Junpei Matsumoto is disposable. A pawn. The Herald will deal death to him in the same manner as any other nameless victim.
I see.
But more important than Junpei being killed is what we will discover in the aftermath.
Explain.
By knowing that Junpei is the next to be targeted, we can observe him and witness the Herald's killing method firsthand.
Ah. It's brilliant. Noriko has laid the perfect trap. By sparing Junpei's life today, we have set him up to be slaughtered by his own compatriot. And we can use his death as a means to uncover exactly how the Herald brings low his victims.
Have to add it to you.
God damn.
This is a pretty fantastic plan.
I know.
A few things.
You have doubts?
Not doubts, exactly. Firstly, how do we know exactly when Junpei will be killed?
Noriko sweeps her hair behind her ear and scoffs, as though the answer should be as clear to me as it is to her.
I specifically requested the time of death.
Shit.
You can do that?
The human removal service demands it.
Interesting.
Huh.
Second topic. What if you're wrong?
What?
What if the Herald isn't willing to kill his own ally?
In that case, it will prove something important. It will prove that we're dealing with a complete amateur. Someone whose convictions could never reach the strength of Corpse Girl's.
And just like that, Noriko reaffirmed my earlier suspicions. Corpse Girl truly would destroy her own allies in order to see her ambitions fulfilled. Tomoe, myself, our souls are shackled to Corpse Girl's own black void, yet we are not safe from her wrath. Should Noriko will it, our flames will be snuffed out in moments. We are nothing to her. Dirt, dust. But you still want to fucking get with her. Ash. We'll be blown away like the useless, incinerated remains of a cadaver.
Understood. Let's uncover the secrets behind the human removal service.
Friday. Thank God it's a Tuesday. Another early morning, if you can call it that. Haven't gone to sleep yet, so it feels like late night. Noriko has me on a short leash. Think she knows it too. Apparently she specified this as the place of Junpei's death. Didn't know how she knew of it. Oh shit, isn't this his apartment complex? Isn't this where he lives? It's apartment, yeah, it's his apartment. This parking complex belongs to Junpei's apartment building. It extends 2 or 3 levels underground. Again, Noriko specified the exact location of the death. The human removal service seems to take user requests very seriously.
How much further in?
Shh, keep your voice down. I'm just looking for a good vantage point that we can hide.
Her words are severed by a violent gasp. Unable to speak another word, she simply points. My eyes obediently follow the direction of her slender finger. Do we see him? Oh is right. Who the fuck? Oh my god. Alright, tell me if I'm wrong, but the Herald looks like they have boobs. Is this a man? Also, not saying a man can't, but they're also wearing a skirt. What is going on?
Disappointing. Missed the main event.
A backstab. A literal backstab. Junpei Matsumoto is already dead. He's floating in a sea of his own lifeblood. Vicious stab wounds practically glow red along his back. After examining his remains, I turn my attention to a less interesting figure standing motionless beside him. You. The masked stranger looks like the villain from a B-rated slasher film. He's covered from head to toe in dark clothing, a zipped-up jacket with extra long sleeves, a hood, a skirt. The cut of the fingers' clothes combined with his physique gives me the impression that he may in fact be female. Is this the Herald we've been searching for? The bloody corpse at her feet would suggest that it is so. Wait a sec. What if this is Corpse Girl? Like, what if that's Corpse Girl?
That mask.
What do you mean, that mask, Noriko? The mask. It's simple, white, probably porcelain. It's reminiscent of something, some fictional character, or maybe some film villain after all. The Herald still hasn't moved. She is still as a statue, gaze vacant, her eyes impossible to discern behind the mask.
Are you the Herald?
For the first time, the figure moves. It's a startling, jerky motion like a mannequin or a puppet being pulled by strings. Her head cocks to the side and she seems to notice our presence for the first time. But an answer to Noriko's question is not forthcoming. Step up to the plate.
You really immortal?
You really, like, are you actually immortal? Like, huh? The Herald does not react to my voice like she reacted to Noriko's. She returned to a stiff, doll-like state. Pretty easy to move if something, or someone or something is immortal. And I've always had a curious mind. I draw the knife from my pocket and launch it at the mannequin. The blade embeds itself into the thing's shoulder, and she doesn't flinch as much as a trickle of blood pulls around the shining steel.
Mr. Hart.
Kojiro, why did you do that?
I shrug and take a step toward the Herald before Noriko tugs at my coat and holds me back. She takes my plate and puts herself between me and the Herald.
Tell us who you are. We deserve to know that much.
Something in Noriko's words, the sound of her voice, or the tone of her plea causes the Herald to move once more in acknowledgement. But the motion this time is quick, fast, calculated. The Herald moves the sleeve hand to withdraw the knife from her shoulder, and she allows the blade to drop down to the concrete ground with a dull ting. Before the knife hits the ground, the Herald turns her back to us and breaks into a sprint. What the fuck?
Shit. Not cut out to chase her.
Don't bother. We won't catch up.
The Herald disappears into the darkness of the parking lot. We are left standing by the corpse of Junpei Matsumoto.
Well,
You better hope ain't no one watching.
we didn't see the killing, but at least the request was granted.
She's right. Her gambit paid off. The Herald killed her own ally. She has proven her convictions are strong. I crouch down to examine Junpei's corpse, but it's hard to get a good look in the darkness. Regardless, it's clear that the dog is dead.
Should we leave the body?
I don't know.
Going to send a text.
Huh? Who are you messaging?
See if I can pull a few strings. Wouldn't mind if the corpse ended up at my morgue.
What are you planning?
Nothing. Really. Just want to prod and poke a bit.
Norco's subsequent grunt is clear indication that she doesn't fully believe me.
Do what you want. I've gained as much from this as I had hoped.
I let her trail off as I turn my attention to my phone. I swipe through my contacts and quickly compose a message to a few people in particular. If all goes well, an investigation team will shortly arrive to examine this scene. I'll be gone by then, but if my contacts do their jobs correctly, they'll haul Junpei back to the morgue. I pocket my phone and scurry towards the blood-soaked knife I launched at the Herald. It slides back in my pocket and I signal to Noriko that we should depart.
Goodbye, Junpei Matsumoto.
She waves half-heartedly at the corpse and lets out a childlike giggle. Oh my god. I can't. A scant few hours sleep didn't offer much in the way of refreshment. Have to be at the morgue again in an hour. Not that there's much to do since the place was robbed. Perhaps a few more cadavers will have arrived. Perhaps Junpei Matsumoto's corpse will be there. I should take this opportunity to take a breath. Been a while since life slowed down like this. No requests coming through for Corpse Girl. No bodies to haul around town with Tomoe. No cadavers to catalog at the morgue. Life should be good. I'm still alone, and Noriko may decide to just discard me at any moment. Why does that make me one or more? Cause you're a weirdo! Do I want to prove my worth? My value? Prove to her that I'm worth keeping around? Don't know. Doesn't matter in the long run. After brewing myself a cup of coffee from the French press Tomoe gifted me, I take a seat in my chair. The one little chair that you have. Sitting in the darkness is somewhat depressing, but it's only temporary. I won't be alone forever. Soon Noriko will sit here with me. We'll be together in the darkness. I'll make her see my worth. I'll make her love me the way that I how about you don't make her? That's just... I'll make her fill the void that Shizuko left in my life. I'll make her treat the gnawing pain in my insides. I'll make her save me from falling into despair, into old habits. Noriko will save me from myself, just like Shizuko once did. I take a sip of my coffee. It's still a little hot and scalds the gape in my mouth where my tooth once was. Oh yeah, he got his tooth knocked out from Junpei. I forgot about that. It hurts, but I'll be okay. Soon. Ooh. Oh my god. It's hard to hide a smile when plans unfold perfectly. The body was here, waiting for me, when I arrived at the morgue. Staring down at the pallid corpse of Junpei Matsumoto fills me with more satisfaction than I thought possible. The dog is dead, and my early morning encounter with his executioner wasn't just some fever dream born from wishful thinking. His body is riddled with stab wounds, deep, clean, piercing cuts. But these injuries were not inflicted by a knife. I'm no forensic pathologist, but these ones are too thin and too deep. Each incision is about the width of a chopstick. What? Doubt he was killed by chopsticks. Though you can never rule out everything. My gaze pans down his body, looking for anything of interest. The rest of his form looks ordinary. Nothing to note. I'll zip up the bag for now and return him to his allocated cold chamber. Might take him out once in a while to have a laugh. As I raise the zipper covering his legs and groin, I have to shift his arms to fit them within the HRP. And then I flinch, and my hands instinctively retract from the cadaver. I'm used to the ice-cold touch of a body fresh from its containment chamber, the sensation of lifeless, preserved flesh. Thus, it wasn't the sensation of touch that caused me to startle. It was the sight of something out of the ordinary, something I'd somehow missed during my initial observation. What? Junpei's fingers. Is this not Junpei? 5 thick meaty digits on each hand. 10 perfectly intact, dead but otherwise healthy fingers. That's not Junpei. That's not fucking Junpei. It was only days ago that I pierced 2 of his fingers, his thumb and his pointer finger, using cheap metal cutlery. I can't forget the distinct feeling of plunging those implements through flesh and bone, pinning his fingers to a table. The corpse before me shows no evidence of ever being injured in such a manner. Nobody can heal wounds like that without medical attention. Even then, stitches and scars will remain. But Junpei Matsumoto's digits are 100% intact and puncture-free.
Interesting.
I don't think that's Junpei. Come to think of it, didn't I snap another few of his fingers in half that time I confronted him outside of his apartment? I'm sure I did, crushed the bones with my own fist. But this corpse's hand don't show signs of that either. Normal to the touch, no visible bruising. Oh my god. On a whim, I pull out my phone and open noise. I navigate to Junpei Matsumoto's profile. Load a few profile images, swipe through them one by one. I put my phone right next to Junpei's head, comparing the similarities between Junpei's photos and his dead body. It's not Junpei. Everything becomes clear immediately. Certain elements of Junpei's features don't match. His nose is broader in photos, his lips are thinner, more taut. The corpse in front of me is not Junpei Matsumoto. It's a copy. A clone. Junpei Matsumoto's death was faked for our entertainment. The body lying on the ground in front of the Herald was planted there before we arrived. Planted to convince us that Junpei has met his maker. The Herald did not kill Junpei. The Herald simply used one of the Corpse Girl's tricks and produced a carbon copy body. All in order to fool myself and Noriko. As this revelation settles in my mind, I come to another conclusion. The morgue being robbed was no coincidence. I can almost guarantee that the cadaver used to replicate Junpei's death was stolen from this very place. Listen, this is fucking ridiculous. What the hell is this game? Like, a weapon of dedication stolen and turned... Deception. Did I say dedication? A weapon of deception stolen and turned against us. And then the morgue was targeted before Noriko even requested Junpei's death. Almost as if the human removal service predicted Noriko's movements in advance. Is that even possible? I just spilled my drink on myself. If I had my face cam, it would be funnier, but... Is that even possible? All I know for sure is that the dog is still out there, still sulking around, working for his master. This is starting to get interesting. Oh, you think? You think? Oh, this is so tiring.
I think I'm up to date.
With what?
I guess it was a good thing you decided to prod and poke Junpei's corpse, as you put it.
Yes, so?
I thought you were just being your usual morbid self, taking corpses for your own use, whatever that may be.
Don't know what to tell you.
Well, I'm glad you acted. Faking Junpei's death. What's their end goal?
Don't fucking know.
What did they really accomplish by pulling such a stunt?
There's a million possible answers to that question. Can't know the real truth, not yet.
The obvious answer would be that they wanted to deceive us. Make us think we have the upper hand.
I came to the same conclusion. They think they've fooled us. But we know better. Can we use that to our advantage?
Probably.
Don't know.
Sometimes you're helpful, and other times you're just...
Who?
Never mind.
Okay.
He's like, okay. It irritates her when I withhold my thoughts. Sometimes I act like this too, to elicite a reaction from her. She's cute when she's pissed off.
I don't know what we should do next.
Honey, you think she's cute, period, no matter what the fuck happens. Don't open your mouth.
We're kind of at a dead end, right?
Kind of.
Corpse Girl's website has gone silent. No one is requesting deaths anymore. But, if I'm to believe the news, there are still dozens of people being killed all around the city. Which means... the human removal service is still as active as ever.
Don't beat yourself up. Don't have any cadavers at the morgue anyway. Can't exactly fulfill any requests.
True.
She sighs and rubs her eyes. Despite her tired, exhausted appearance, she's dealing with recent events rather well. Fuck. For Noriko at any rate.
Can you let me know when the morgue starts filling up again?
Sure. Hang on. There is one body there. Fake Junpei.
Yeah.
Not much use, though, I suppose.
No, not really. Keep me updated.
Okay.
She rubs her eyes again and tries to hold back a yawn.
Look wrecked.
Sorry. Things are tough right now.
You think?
It'll get better. You'll cause some deaths soon enough.
I love how that is what's gonna cheer somebody up. Oh, you'll kill some people soon. It's okay. My words have the strange effect of actually cheering her up slightly. I know we're not exactly the most normal people. The thing we do, the causes we devote ourselves to, they are wrong. There's no other way to put it. I know this. I trust that Noriko knows this as well. We're morbid, sick, disgusting. Noriko slaughters innocent people in the name of Corpse Girl, her fabricated idol or alter ego or whatever else she could be. As for me, I've got as much blood on my hands as Noriko does. She likes to believe she's innocent, but the truth is that she's as guilty as any killer. No shit! I don't see myself the same way. I know for a fact the things I've done are enough to put me behind bars for the rest of my life. I don't try to convince myself that I'm something I'm not. I'm a criminal, plain and simple. But Noriko is a kindred spirit. We're connected on some level that I don't expect the average person to understand. What? We're bonded by the things we've done, the death we've witnessed. Looking at her now, this tired girl worn thin by stress, I can't help but be reminded of Shizuko. I messed up with Shizuko. I didn't take the time we had together seriously. I took it all for granted. I won't make the same mistake with Noriko. I'll make her mine. I'll prove my love to her every day. You sound like a fucking creep. Perhaps that will convince her to not discard me when I've run out of use.
Want something to eat?
She glances at me and opens her mouth, but weighs her words before speaking.
Thanks, but you know me.
I know.
Of course I know. I know so much about her. She doesn't eat, not unless she absolutely has to in order to live for another day.
Something light? A salad? I want to share a meal with you.
I can't.
Okay. I understand.
Oh my god. I do. I get it. It's Noriko. Her convictions are what I admire most about her. What would it say of her character if I could break her convictions with a simple invitation?
We should get married.
Oh my fuck. Shut up! Just shut up, Kojiro! Oh my god! Listen, if we're gonna have love in this game, go back to Tomoe and Shinya, because they're actually quite wholesome. You guys are, this is just so toxic. Listen, if there are other people out there that have played this game and they genuinely ship this, I think I actually want to crack their necks. Like Kojiro wants to do with Junpei.
Huh?
Huh?
A few days ago, you said you'd be mine.
She's like, kind of reconsidering that.
I told you something like that, yeah.
Yeah, sadly I did.
But that had a condition. You had to kill Junpei.
Oh, and he's not dead. He ain't dead. But you know what? Here's the thing, Noriko. You made him not. Like, you're just like, okay, let's get out of here. And then he's just like, but we have to kill him. And she's like, nah, it's okay. And she's right. I didn't manage to kill him. Does that mean I don't deserve her?
Maybe there's something else I could do? Let me prove that I'm a man you can love.
You're not. I'm sorry, Coach. Am I sorry? Yes, I am sorry. I don't think you'd be in this situation if you actually had genuine love in your life.
I'll think about it.
Don't think about it.
Okay.
He's like, okay. Listen, he's so monotone. Like, outside, but inside, he's fucking crazy. I'll take that. It's better than I outright no, I guess.
Maybe you should get going for now. I need to sleep.
Okay.
Let's sleep together. I thought he was gonna say something like that, but I still had to say it. It's funny. I'll leave her be. Should get some sleep myself.
Later.
Bye, Kojiro.
Something about the way she says my name sends a chill down my spine. It's not a pleasant sensation. It's not a feeling of elation or excitement. It's uncomfortable, disconcerting. I shrug it off and leave the factory. Maybe that's a, maybe that's a sign that you shouldn't, be with her. She's kind of freaky. She's a fucking creep. What? What? Wait! That's Kojiro? What the fuck? That's Shizuko. Oh my god, what the fuck? I have an uncannily vivid recollection of dragging Shizuko's corpse through the streets on the night she was killed. I had witnessed the collision. I watched, speechless, as the asshole who ran her down drove away like a coward. It took me a while to gather the strength to collect her crumpled body from the asphalt. By then, it was around 7 o'clock. The sun had set, but the silver of the light still peeked over the horizon, tinting the sky with an orange hue. People kept screaming at me. Wasn't doing anything wrong. Wasn't trying to smear Shizuko's blood on the sidewalk. Just wanted to take her home. You are taking her corpse home? Home! Wait. Isn't she in the closet? Wait. Didn't Kojiro say that Shizuko is in his closet? Like her skeleton is in the closet? Didn't he say that? Or am I going crazy? She was hurt or dead. No point leaving her in the middle of the road. She didn't comment on my suit. Got all dressed up for her. Didn't comment on the ring, even as I slipped on her stiff finger. She didn't say a word about the size of the diamond. Oh my... Was he going to propose to her? But she made a unique sound as we walked. It rings in my ears now, and especially when I catch myself in quiet moments. Well, no shit. That's you dragging her on the road. Didn't know what it was at the time. It punctured the silence between my heavy footsteps. Turns out the sound was caused by the fabric of her dress stretching and ripping against the coarse texture of the sidewalk. No shit. She made that sound for the entire journey home. He's talking like she's still alive, like she was making that sound, not like she's dead. My footsteps thud thud. Shizuko skirt. People screaming. Ah. The cacophony of irritating noise assaulted us during the entire expedition. Silence didn't rear its head until we arrived at our destination. So, wasn't easy getting her up the stairs to my apartment. I'd carry her in my arms a dozen times, always effortlessly. But during the final ascent, Shizuko's weight exceeded the limit of my muscles. Had no choice but to drag her up slowly, a single step at a time. Wasn't my fault her head cracked against every step. Oh my god! Once we were inside, I finally had the opportunity to examine the damage. Her limbs were flattened, her chest was caved in, ribs crushed and ground into a fine dust. Remarkably, her beautiful face remained unmarred. She looked at peace, despite having died in pure agony not long before. And that was the last time I kissed her. You literally kissed her corpse. Literally kissed her fucking corpse, like she was dead. I planted my lips on hers and found comfort in the slight warmth that still remained. And then I closed her eyes. Oh my god, her eyes were open? Oh my god! Oh, that's freaky! Music change. Oh my god. My memory of that event is so clear that thinking about it feels like I'm reliving it again for the first time. The pain hasn't dulled, but I'm glad I don't live in that apartment anymore. Climbing those steps every day would only serve to remind me of dragging Shizuko behind me. I cut myself from the chains that shackled me to her, but I can never destroy the memories. I think they'll haunt me to the end of my days. Perhaps that's why I'm so desperate to fill the void she left in my life. I'm desperate to distract myself with the love from another. And yet, at that time, I don't want to let her go. I didn't want to let her go. I wanted to hold her cold, lifeless corpse to my body and simply waste away so I can join her in the afterlife. In fact, I was so attached to her corpse that I did something I'd never done before. Ugh! Not once in all the histories of Oh Oh my god! Not once in all my history of toying with dead bodies. Oh my, don't even fucking say what I think you're... Okay. I thought it was gonna be some, what's it called? When you do shit with dead bodies? I forgot. I low-key thought that he was gonna say that he, like, fucked her dead body. I'm so glad that he didn't say that, but that's still fucked up. I decided to keep her. You just kept her. Yep. Oh my... Don't know whether it was out of despair, depression, or desperation. Don't truly know why I decided to do such an odd thing. Odd? Odd? Honey, that's not odd. That's psychotic. Probably not psychotic, but just... fucking creepy. Like mental hospital kind of thing. Possessed by a single disturbing idea, I emptied out the small storage closet in that old apartment, discarded everything within. Yeah, told you. Kept her in a closet. Then I carefully, delicately, lovingly placed Shizuko inside the dark space. She stood up against the wall, almost casually, almost like she was alive. I held her in place with some rope fastened to the wall, a loop around her neck, and a few bindings around her waist. She sagged a little, but it wasn't overly noticeable. There Shizuko stood before me. Through her gaze was lowered, I could almost fool myself into thinking she wanted to greet me. Or she wanted to simply say goodbye. Goodbye. Something I'd never considered saying to her. But I knew it was time. Time to say goodbye to her and to say goodbye to myself. The me that shared a life with her. The me that lived in shame of the things I'd done. Into that small storage room I piled the evidence of my guilt. All the macabre something and sickening paraphernalia. Nah, I gotta look it up. You can't. Alright, game. You can't throw words at me that I don't know of and expect me to just go on with my life. We need to know what paraphernalia. Hold on, I'm looking up on my phone. Paraphernalia. What the fuck is that? Maliciousness articles, especially the equipment needed for particular activity. What? Okay. Oh, so it's just... Oh, I'll put the definition up there so y'all can read it, but... Okay, that makes sense. Alright, I understand that. Anyway... We're gonna continue. All the something I can't read and sickening paraphernalia I'd collected over the years found a new home within that dark space. Photos of corpses, tomes written about embalming and mummification, countless books by Nobel Sinclair. I remember him. That author I held so dearly to my heart. Everything and everyone that made up Kojiro found itself inside that room. Now, within one last look at the girl, I slammed the door and locked it tight. Oh my god. The ceremonial act of locking away everything I once loved had a cathartic effect. The fuck does cathartic mean? You know what? I'm a little stupid, so my vocabulary isn't the biggest thing in the world, so, you know. But the moments after that aren't as clear in my mind. I know that I sealed up the room and concealed the door, but I don't recall the effort that went into doing so. I know that I decided to leave the apartment behind, but I don't recall talking to the landlord. I know that I tried moving on from being the person I once was, but I don't know how much I truly changed. Because just over a year later, I'm still in this world, taking part in truly disturbing acts. I'm still obsessed with the dead, and I'm still fawning over Shizu Noriko. Maybe people can't change after all. Maybe I've been fooling myself all this time into thinking that I'm different now. But I'm not. I'm the same as I always was. I'm still just Kojiro. Maybe that's okay. Nah, I don't think it is. I think a lot of you people need to go to a hospital somewhere far away.
Good news for you.
Oh, okay.
Really? What is it?
A few 2 new cadavers were in the morgue when I arrived tonight.
Perfect.
Also, I was thinking
What about?
something funny.
Like what?
We went to such lengths to make sure we didn't get caught stealing cadavers from here.
And?
Well, it's amusing that the entire place was ransacked by the human removal service, but no one ever investigated. No one here seemed to really care.
That's true.
We tried so hard to cover our tracks, being careful about every single corpse we lifted. Then those assholes just waltzed in and stole everything without any repercussions.
Yeah.
Yep.
It makes me sick. I want to bring them down.
Yeah.
Anyway, how many bodies came in today?
4. Not a great deal, but a start. Give it a week or two, and this place should be packed once more.
Okay, good. Thanks for letting me know.
Of course.
See you.
Later.
Since I've already cataloged the new arrivals, I figure I can relax for the rest of my shift. I plant myself on the uncomfortable steel chair parked near the morgue's entryway. A few more moments later, I'm lost within the flashing lights from my phone screen. Don't know how long I zoned out for, but when I come to, Noriko's name is emblazoned across my screen. Strange for her to call me now since we just spoke before.
Yo.
You're not going to believe this.
You're telling me something just happened, like, within maybe minutes? Maybe even seconds?
Try me.
Somebody requested a death.
Of course. Ah, that explains the excitement in her voice.
Congrats. It's been a while.
You shouldn't be saying this to somebody who's about to literally go and kill another person.
It's been far too long. I thought we were done for. I thought Corpse Girl's website had fallen into obscurity.
Yeah, but what if it's like, you know, somebody who's against you? Like the human removal service. What if it's not actually like a genuine request?
Happy for you.
It shouldn't be.
Kojiro, we can't let this slip through our fingers. We need a victory here. This new request has to be fulfilled immediately.
Okay.
I want this victim to die with a bang.
To die with a bang!
I want his death to propel Corpse Girl's name back into the limelight.
Okay.
Roger. Awaiting your orders.
I'm sending you the Vic's photo. Get me a corpse that matches his appearance, just like usual.
Only got a handful of bodies here, remember? Going to be a long shot.
Do whatever the fuck you have to do.
Okay. Her icicle command leaves no room to be misinterpreted.
Copy that.
The call ends and I immediately receive a message from Noriko. Opening up reveals a photo of Corpse Girl's latest victim. Male, mid-30s or so, fairly unremarkable guy. Let's see what bodies are in stock. I heave myself off the steel chair and log into the morgue's computer. Scanning through the inventory only takes a few seconds. There are 5 cadavers here in total, 4 that arrived today plus the Junpei Matsumoto look-alike. Looking through the details reveal that 5, 3 are female and 2 are male. Immediately rule out ones that look like... Immediately rule out using the Junpei look-alike for this request. Heavy-set body that doesn't match the victim at all. I'll need to take a look at the other male, but I don't like the odds of finding a match. I mean, yeah, you only have 5 bodies and 2 of them are male, and you can't use one of them because it looks like Junpei, and I know damn well the other guy doesn't. So, you know. Good luck. I navigate to the cold chambers and open up the case? I don't fucking know. Housing the corpse in question. Kojiro, you use a lot of big words. Not just big words as in, you know, size-wise, but like, you make me sound stupid. The cold air spewing forth from the open compartment fogs up my glasses. I calmly remove them, wipe them against my coat, and return them to the rightful place. After, unzipping the body bag, I am met with the face of death. A sight I've become more than accustomed to after many long years working here. This guy is just as average looking as Corpse Girl's victim. Seems like the type of person you wouldn't notice in a crowd. He's simply a blur against the sea of bodies. Might be exactly what we need. I compare his features to those of the victim in the photo. He looks similar. Couldn't exactly mistake him for a relative. And maybe with a bit of Noriko's makeup handiwork, he might pass off as a close enough copy. Only one problem. Unzipping the body bag further reveals that this guy only has one arm. Wow, okay. His left arm has been severed just below the elbow, leaving a surgical stump. It's something that he has clearly lived with for years because the area in question is clean. Probably had a prosthetic limb before being moved to the morgue. This particular feature is a deal breaker, too hard to convince the victim that his own corpse is missing a limb. Although, perhaps Noriko could factor the missing limb into the cause of death. If I bloodied the stump a little bit, it could be made to look like he lost an arm before he died. I reach for my phone and call Noriko back, getting sick of the chit-chat.
You find a suitable corpse?
Almost. Got a guy about the same age and build. Plain face. Needs some work, but could do the job.
Great! I'll send Tomoe over with the van right away.
Just one thing.
What?
The body is missing an arm.
Oh, that is a problem.
Yeah.
You think?
Can you edit the corpse photo so that the victim is missing an arm? Make it look like it got chopped off before he died. That way, when he receives the actual corpse, he'll be expecting a missing limb.
No.
No?
I'm already in the middle of making the photo. I'm not changing it now.
Then I don't know what to tell you. Don't have any other suitable bodies.
Make it work, Kojiro.
Bitch, the fuck you want me to do? That venomous tone again. I would have fucking cursed her out. Like, what do you want me to do? I'm literally only giving you bodies. That's literally my job. You're the one is to edit the photo.
What can I do?
Exactly.
I'm going to roam the street and kill someone that looks like the Vic.
Come up with something else then.
You're the one with the handiwork. Just edit the damn photo.
Hell, chop your own arm off and attach it to the corpse. I don't care what you do.
You are making this so much... You know what? I'm with Kojiro on this one. Even though I don't want you to kill people, you are making this so much more difficult than it needs to be.
But I need the body within the hour.
Motherfucker, I don't know what you want me to do.
If you let me down, I'll never be with you.
I don't know what the fuck you want me to do.
Our relationship is tied to Corpse Girl's fate. If you let her down, you'll let me down. And I don't like being let down.
No. Shit, honey. My phone beeps twice as if to protest Noriko abruptly ending the call.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. The girl you want to be with is a stubborn asshole. She likes backing me into corners. What am I supposed to do? It's clear that she doesn't really have any intention of being with me. She's using me, dangling the promise of something I desire right in front of me. And yet, I need to have her. I need to prove to her that she should be with me. I lower my glasses and gently rub my brow with my fingers.
Shit.
I've got an idea, but I can't believe I'm about to do this. Are you gonna chop the arm off of Junpei's lookalike? I mean, would that work? I slide my glasses back and adjust them so they're comfortable once more. I fetch the mobile mortuary lift and angle it underneath the tray protruding from the cold chamber. Within a great deal of effort, I detach the tray from the chamber. It rests upon the top of the mortuary lift, allowing me to wheel the corpse across the morgue. After pushing it halfway across the room, I let the wheels come to a stop directly under one of the ceiling's glaring fluorescent lights. With that done, I turn and rummage around in the cabinet. I sort through the number of tools until I find what I'm looking for. Clutching the sterile implement in a shaking hand, I return to the corpse lying atop the steel tray. Is he actually gonna fucking cut off his arm? Is he actually? Like, is he actually going to fucking cut off his own arm? I roll up the sleeves of my coat.
Noriko.
He's gonna fucking cut off his arm. She doesn't want you. Why are you doing this?
Here goes.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cut. Honey, you're gonna die from blood loss. I don't know how much blood actually goes to your arm, but it's a lot, okay? He's gonna fucking cut off his own arm. my god, he's actually... God! There is something so fucking wrong with this dude! When the metal bone saw digs into the soft flesh in my arm, I have to grit my teeth to refrain from screaming. I don't care how tough you are, but once you start cutting off your own arm, you're gonna scream, unless you're some weirdo. I angle the blade so it cuts away from my elbow. Need to leave that intact. The cutting process is pure agony. No shit! To prevent myself from passing out, I keep my breath steady and try to focus on something simple. Like what? Something my brain can handle while I flame with pain. I'll begin to count. 1, 2, 3. I count the seconds it takes for the jagged metal saw to reach bone. 15, 16. Still just flesh and muscle and blood spurting down my coat. 20, 21. I think I reached sinew after 24 seconds, but it's hard to tell because there's a terrible numbness that is somehow worse than the original searing agony. My fingers clutching the saw begin to slip due to perspiration. It's getting harder to even hold the tool. After some 32 odd seconds, the saw hits bone. I slide it back and forth, cutting into the dense matter with such strength as my failing body can muster. Vomit and drool have soaked the front of my coat and become to smear together with the blood. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? It's forming a small pool at my feet, and the stench of the mixing liquids threatens to overwhelm my senses. Counting the seconds has become infinitely more difficult. 43, 44, 4:30. Was it 22 seconds so far? No, it's been longer than that. It has to have been a minute by now. I've been sawing into my own arm for a full minute. But the blade still hasn't cut through all the bone. Don't recall when I fell to my knees. Oh, it's going black. Well, it got darker. Don't recall when I stood back up. Don't recall running my slimy fingers through my hair, or when flecks of blood spattered against my glasses, or when my bladder revealed itself. Don't even recall why I'm doing this. For Noriko, for your sweet little Noriko, you dumbass! Is it for Shizuku? Is it because I love her? No. Noriko. It's for Noriko. Actually, it's for Corpse Girl. I have to prove I'm worthy of her. I have to be loved by her. There's nothing else for me. 97, 98. As my count reaches 99 seconds, my arm falls to the wet tile floor, flopping like a dead fish against the deck of the boat. I let out a groan what can only be called relief, and I slump in on myself, resting in the pool of foul liquid. This dude is fucking horrendous. My vision is blurry, my breath is ragged. The sane part of my consciousness knows that I need to treat my wound. I need to apply a tourniquet or cauterize the damage, or I'm just gonna bleed out and die on the floor of my own morgue. But a quiet voice in my head, the very same one that drove me to such extreme measures, urges me to finish my work. Getting to my feet is a struggle. No shit! I try to push myself up from the ground using both arms, but of course, I fall flat on my face when my right arm fails to react to my mental instructions. You dumbass! He just while he's talking about him cutting his own arm off, he forgets that he doesn't have an arm anymore, and he falls flat on his face because he forgot he doesn't have an arm, so he couldn't hold himself up. I think the lens of my glasses smashed against the tiles because my eyes seem to be bleeding now. Oh! Oh my god! A second attempt at pushing off the ground is more successful. My left arm is somehow strong enough to hoist my barely responsive body. I sway and stagger around aimlessly before collecting myself enough to attempt to fish my severed arm off the ground. Luckily, I managed to grasp the blood and vomit-soaked wrist of my forelimb with my one good hand. I drag myself toward the mortuary lift that holds aloft the corpse I need to attach my arm to. But I didn't think this through. Wait, okay, I know, again, this is a very heated moment, but I just realized something. Kojiro's a lefty. I remember in the picture. Why is that so important? I don't know, but it's just something I realized. I don't really know how to attach a severed limb. Yeah! I bludgeoned the corpse's stuff with my useless arm, trying to find some point of connection that will magically fuse the limb to the corpse. It's hopeless. That immediately remind me of that one time where... Isn't it Ethan from Resident Evil who got his arm cut off and then he literally just reattached it with some, like, with some magic liquid fucking clear shit, and he just put it back together, and all of a sudden his finger started moving. That's what it reminds me of. He's just trying to put his severed arm on some guy's stump. Like, come on. And as I madly flail the arm around, I can't help but laugh at the whole situation. Of course I can't attach my arm to this corpse. The corpse is missing his left arm. I cut off my right arm. You dumbass bitch! How? How do you manage? Oh my god. Alright. We can't stop here, but it's been longer than an hour, and I don't even care. This dude is so fucking stupid. Good. That's all. I throw my useless detached arm behind me and rest my weary body against the mortuary lift. Accompanying my laughter is laughter of somebody else nearby. What the fuck? I have to listen really intently to confirm that I'm not just hallucinating. But I'm certain that somebody just walked into my line of vision, even though they're nothing more than a dark, blurred silhouette. Is it the Herald?
Oh, bro. You don't look so hot.
Oh my god! Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my shit!
What did you do? Cut off your own arm?
I know the voice, but I can't place it right now. It's not my voice, and it's not Noriko's voice.
Take the pain away?
By what, killing me? Yes, please. I'd give anything to remove the pain. I can't voice my consent. My mouth is dry, my jaw locked in place.
Here, nothing a little fire can't fix.
What the fuck? Oh my god! Oh, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. The figure comes closer. He smells foul like a dog that's been bathed in gasoline. A dog. The heavy-set figure that I now assume is Junpei Matsumoto is crouched over me. The smell of gasoline intensifies as he pours some sort of cold liquid all over my clothes.
Hey, I gotta light this place up.
Oh my god!
You guys didn't get the hint when we stole all of your corpses. Well, you ain't gonna be nothing without your precious Moore.
Yeah, and I sure as hell ain't gonna be nothing without my precious body in life either!
And Corpse Girl is gonna wither away without her right hand man. Right hand.
I was so out of pocket! I was taking a drink when he said that! No!
Get it, go Jimbo?
Shut the fuck up, Junpei. The way he deliberately mispronounces my name really bothers me. It bothers me so much that the anger building inside me gives me the strength to open my mouth once more.
It's Kojiro.
He has the strength to say like one sentence and he says it's Kojiro, not Kojimbo.
Sure, bro.
Sure, bro, sure.
Tight.
Oh my god! The dog lifts his body and disappears into oblivion beyond my sight. The unmistakable sound of a latch being struck should fill me with panic, but I feel strangely calm. Warm, glowing tendrils of flame flicker around the outskirts of my vision. Fire. The entire morgue is alight. The acrid smell of smoke quickly covers up the odor of gasoline. Fire. I lost my family to a fire. So many— oh shit, what? Maybe it's fitting that I should perish in the same way. Fire. I hate fire. I hate it and fear it. Fire. It's everywhere, surrounding me. This sickening stench of burning flesh permits my nostrils, and I realize that the smell of my severed arm being incinerated behind me. Fire. I close my eyes. Really sleepy right now. Lost a lot of blood after all.
Sorry, Noriko.
Is he actually gonna die? Where?
I loved you.
Act 2 clear? What the fuck just happened? Oh my god! Owie, stop. Are we playing as Owie now? What the fuck? Headphone users, I am so sorry. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not sorry. You guys are gonna have to deal with this. I'm just staring at my microphone like it's its fault. September. Oh! Oh my. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm mad too. I'm not even mad. I'm just confused. I'm not really confused. I'm shocked. I'm so shocked. And I'm screaming so loud. But I don't even care. Oh, I don't even care. I can't. Oh my, this would be a real good time to have my face cam. This would be a real good time to have my face cam. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. The only reason why I stopped recording with my face cam is because it was easier to see some parts of the video, and plus it was just easier to, like, record. But I might have to get it back for the next one. Because I'm ending it here, right here. I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. Actually, I am, because I hate cliffhangers. But Act 2 is just finished. Is he dead? Like, he's just full on dead, right? Kojiro's not here anymore, right? You know, he's 6 feet under. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I'm calm. I'm not, but I'm pretending to be. I hope you guys are not screaming agony like I am. Maybe you are. Maybe you're emotional like I am. But this game got me fucked up. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I did. Quotes on the enjoyed. Not really, because this was a really good episode, but it's so fucking shocking. My hand hurts because I've been slapping my desk, I've been slapping my chair, I'm slapping like my legs. My hand hurts. And my throat hurts. I'm losing my voice. Not really, but I just don't feel like screaming right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, I guess.